All righty, good afternoon, middle school. We want to thank you again for your teamwork, patience, grace, and positivity. We've been able to exhibit some of our lead from here competencies over the past 24 hours as we ran into a few technical difficulties. So again, we are here to hear our speeches for our middle school co-presidents. They will introduce themselves. They will go in alphabetical order. And the order is Bryce Augusti, Austin Green, Brooks Leba, and then Ethan Silverman. So first, I'd like to have Bryce Augusti come on up.
Hello, my name is Bryce Augusti. Thank you everyone for listening in virtually. We are so lucky to be here at this amazing school where we can safely practice things like this. What does leading with others mean to me? Well, briefly, it means making collaborative change. But I want to take it to a more personal level. Leading with others means going through life with your friends, family, and community by your side. Taking on obstacles and problems together, because there is strength in numbers. Each and every one of you has a challenge you are fighting to overcome in your lives right now. Especially during the crazy time we live in. So many people have been affected by the coronavirus, and it's times like these when we lead with others the most. Besides the coronavirus, we all have more local challenges we're fighting to overcome. And it's okay to be stressed out or nervous about them. Nerves. What are nerves? In the dictionary, nerves are defined as having anxious feelings when presented with a challenge or obstacle. I thought that was interesting, because here's what I think nerves are. Nerves are a type of feeling that make you not want to get out of bed in the morning. It's also the feeling that I'm feeling right now when you're trying something new. Being nervous is totally normal and not something to feel ashamed of. One thing I've noticed, and you probably have too, is that when we're leading with others, we are a lot less nervous. For the 8th graders, high school is next year. Who's nervous for that? Because I know I am. For the 7th graders, your first exams are this year. And for the 6th graders, trying out for sports next year. As your president, I can't guarantee you that you will succeed in everything, or that you won't be nervous. But I will guarantee you that I and the rest of Ravenscroft's amazing faculty will be there to help you every step of the way. We will take on the challenges each and every one of you face. So let's stay focused on what counts, your life. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Austin Green, and I'm running for middle school co-president. The first thing you're probably wondering is, why should you vote for me? Why not vote for any of the other candidates running? You probably haven't heard of me, as I'm new this year. The first reason is that I believe in leading with others, and not just making executive decisions. Everyone's ideas and thoughts matter. People often bring information and ideas to the table that you never would have thought of yourself. Since you probably don't know much about how I would represent our school, I want to describe my approach to leadership. I personally believe in servant leadership. The focus of servant leadership is to serve the people, not just small groups, but the whole community. You may have experienced servant leadership at your church or temple with ministers, priests, and/or rabbis who lead your congregation. The needs of the community are ultimately the deciding factor for making change. Some of the best ideas can come from unexpected places. I would love to bring myself closer to the Ravenscroft community and represent Ravenscroft Middle School. I see myself as an ambassador to the middle school, a person who works to make sure that all of our ideas can come together and make us a stronger, more vibrant community. Whether you choose me or not, it's imperative that our co-presidents bring enthusiasm, openness, and fresh ideas to make Ravenscroft an even better experience in school. I have a lot of ideas on how we can change our community and have a strong desire to be an advocate for our student community. Whether you are joining the middle school as a 6th grader or a new student, or an 8th grader who's been here since kindergarten. Leading with others fuels my campaign because I want everyone to be able to have a say in how the middle school works. 6th, 7th, and 8th graders should all have the same voice and power. 6th graders should have the same voice as 8th graders, 8th graders should have the same voice as 7th graders, and 7th graders should have the same voice as 6th graders. The future lies ahead of us, and if each one of you has the power to decide how Ravenscroft Middle School will look. So if you believe what I believe about our student body and the importance of all voices, then vote Austin Green for middle school co-president. Thank you for your time, and go Ravens.
Hello, my name is Brooks, and I would like to be your next co-president. I stand for integrity, respect, and compassion. Ravenscroft is comprised of many different people with many different points of view, and during this tough time, we need to afford each other kindness no matter what. We need to realize that despite our differences in point of view, we all have one thing in common: wanting the Ravenscroft community to prosper. We need to realize our commonalities and potential to work together to become the best community that we can be. Right now, integration is key. No matter if you are in school or online, we are all still part of the same Ravenscroft. Perhaps we can foster integrity in our community by making a point of it. By going out of our way to be kind to one another, our community will be exponentially better. We cannot go forward with this without wanting to, and I believe that as a whole, we are completely and totally invested in improving our community. Through kindness, we find strength, and with strength, we gain the will and resolve necessary to get through tough times. So to borrow a phrase from a great president, ask not what Ravenscroft can do for you, ask what you can do for Ravenscroft.
Virtual or live, we will thrive. We are classes 27 to 25. Hello, I am Ethan Silverman, and I am running for middle school co-president. Now, being a leader takes a lot of responsibility. I know that I can meet those responsibilities. The past 2 years, I have been involved in actively speaking in student government meetings and don't plan to slow down. Also, I am respectful. For those of you that don't know, I am a big Ohio State fan. I believe that everyone should be able to root for their favorite teams, even if they are different than mine. This is very relevant in our school because so many people have different opinions and we need to listen to each other in a respectful manner. Furthermore, I can understand problems. When I see a problem, I always jump in and try to save the day. Adding on, until March, I would volunteer for the Miracle League of the Triangle, which helps kids with physical and mental disabilities play baseball. My job is to make sure the players have a great time. Working with the athletes calls for great communication and working with other skills. I am respectful, communicative, understanding, cooperative, and responsible. For those of you that don't know, I was the 6th and 7th grade co-president, and I have learned a lot from it. After my first 2 terms, I fully understand what leading with others means. First of all, it means to listen. To me, the co-presidents are students who are in charge. They don't stand out. They're like a fish in a school of fish. The whole school moves in unison, and by working together, they don't get singled out by predators. If I was co-president, I don't see myself standing out. I see my role as being just another fish, communicating with the school so that everyone is heard, everyone is seen, and everyone benefits. If one fish gets eaten, we all get eaten. Or as Zac Efron would say, we're all in this together. But as Ethan says, all together, we swim together or get eaten together. No one can be left behind. I, Ethan Silverman, am responsible, a good listener, respectful, communicative, understanding, cooperative, sports fan, Hurricanes fan, and so much more. Virtual or live, we're in this together. I hope you vote for me, Ethan Silverman, for middle school co-president, and we will have the best year ever. Thank you.
Let's give all of our candidates a big round of applause. Let's see if we can hear you guys up here in the front of the middle school. There we go. Thank you, middle school. So here in a moment, I'll share the link just like I did yesterday. Also, as a reminder, those of you interested in running for 8th grade or 7th grade co-presidents, information will be coming out next week for those elections, as well as in 6th grade, your election will take place in October. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday.